So folks, I got a quick one for you, a real quick one for you. A while ago, I was down at the flea market, a very early bird, looking for the early worms. And for 40 bucks, a really dirty thing came onto the table. That was horribly dirty, but almost completely intact. And I, of course, bought it, ran back to my car with it. Silvertone 1448. Yes, folks, a Danelectro. And you know what the funny thing is, man? 2 or 3 days later, drive home, found this case on the garbage. Yes, it's not an amping case, folks, but it was like a great guitar, and it was almost completely intact. Everything was like on it. You know what I mean? That's usually missing. The skate key was there. You know what I mean? All the tuners work, and the bushings were all there, and it's a nice piece. You know what I mean? So we're talking about, you know, I think this was a 62, 63, something like that. One thing was missing though. It was the volume knob, man. Volume knob was not there. Tone knob was there though, but it was all messed up. Couldn't find these knobs, so I got these off eBay. They're the same shape. They were like 3 or 4 bucks. You know what I mean? They kind of look like it. I played this guitar a lot when I was in a band back in the day called Poseidon. You know, every time I jammed with Scotty, my friend Dougie Fresh had bought the same one and he was trying to restore it. He didn't have the skate key though, but he had the volume knob. So anyway, it was a great guitar. I'm not really here to restore it. You know, that's why I'm saying it's a quick one. Give you a quick look at it. Works great, sounds great. I want that knob, man. Look through the archive. Here is the original, real dirty tone knob. Barely see tone, but I mean, you know, for a collector, that's definitely, you know what I mean. That'll work, man. You know what I'm saying? So I had a little, you know, parts extravaganza. I bought a bunch of parts off this guy from North Jersey, and in that little catch was one of these guys. Another one. It's nice and clean, but it's missing the paper insert. Now you can buy the paper inserts right now. Somebody's got the actual new old stock ones on there for like 15, 20 bucks, I think, a piece. But you know what I mean. I'm not down that, Lieutenant. I have a better idea, folks. I'm gonna try to do it. Maybe it'll work, maybe not. If this video gets published, I'm happy with it. So let's see what we got on mind. Get into this 1448, 1449 saga, man. The Danelectro days, man. Beck, when you look up the 1448, you just see the Beck sort of come up. I'm not a big fan of Beck. I wasn't even aware he played the guitar, but apparently this is his main guitar. Until I looked it up, till I got it at the flea market. I'll talk about my man Eddie Van Halen's love for the Danelectro. Before there was the Strat, you know, Frankenstein, he had this Explorer body he got from Charvel, right? And he put a Danelectro neck on it, and he had the Dano neck on there until he, you know, pretty much cut the body up until, you know, unplayability. But look at this old workbench picture from Eddie Van Halen from like the early 80s, man. See the workbench? He's got some Coors Lights on there, man. Yeah, I like Coors Light too, Eddie. So what's he doing with that? He's got a 1449 on the bench. You can tell it's the Silvertone Danelectro 1449. I found this picture also, you know what I mean? Look, he's putting a Floyd Rose on a 1449. Look at that. The thing's probably badass. I wonder if he still got it. Old Eddie, man. God bless you, Eddie Van Halen. We got George Harrison. He was instrumental in having that Danelectro knockoff made for the Traveling Wilburys. He even, you know what I mean, played it in like some of their videos and stuff. He was real into it. But this picture here is awesome, man. He's got a 1448. Look at this cast of characters he's got. Look at the instruments they're playing. Harrison's got his 1448 Silvertone. Tom Petty's got 12-string Martin. Jeff Lynne looks like he's got a regular old standard Ovation, and Bob Dylan looked real shady in the corner playing bass. And I always saw this picture, man. I was like, wow, what a crazy, you know, pack of crazy guys, man. And I always thought that Jeff Lynne had like a regular Ovation, kind of like, you know what I mean, the Ovation I got in the back there that I put away back in the day, man. I haven't touched that guitar since there was 48 stars. And I saw another picture from a different shot from the same jam session. Look at this. Shady old Bob Dylan is actually playing a Kramer bass. Jeff Lynne has a Bigsby tailpiece on an Ovation. I never really liked Jeff Lynne that much until I saw this picture. I realized, what a character, man. Who would put a Bigsby tailpiece on an Ovation? Damn. Shady old Bob Dylan. Let's get back to what we're talking about. That's a waste of time. The idea is to print, you know what I mean, using the printer, laserjet printer, and I found pretty much the correct size that I want. Looks right. Did it. Looks good. The print. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this piece of old paper bag, you know what I mean, it's a regular piece of bag. I'm going to cut that down to 8 by 11 size. You know what I mean? And feed it through the laserjet, make a whole bunch of these, draw a circle around them, and see if I can get it looking right. So let's run that through the printer. I'll come right back at you. Too easy, folks. So here we go, man. We got a whole sheet of them, and this, luckily, is exactly the size of an American US dime. So we're just going to put them over it until we get a perfect circle, and we're going to trace around the side with like a brown pencil, brown crayon, something brown so we can smear it in. Maybe a brown crayon and pencil. I'll be right back at you. Pretty much done. That's why we printed a whole bunch out of them. You know, we wanted to get a perfect circle around it. And then we cover it with schmutz, all kinds of crap, and a little bit of paint, crayon. Backed it with a piece of cardboard. This guy, the old guy, we took a nice, just a little bit of wet magic erase sponge and just cleaned the shit out of it because it was totally disgusting. So we're going to cut this guy out. It's going to be cardboard. We're going to stick it in there, and we're going to pretty much be done. Peace. Look at that, folks. Look at that. Isn't that great? I used a little bit of a colored pencil there, a little black frozen colored pencil, obviously from my own collection. I put some, you know, right around the rims there, right around the side, just like the original has, you know what I mean, which hasn't been tampered with at all. Ready to get back on the guitar, folks. Look at that. You would never know. You would never know. Good job, Bobby G. Good job. I'll beat out the washing machine there. There it is, folks. On there, man. It's great. It really does. You know what I'm saying? I've seen like a whole bunch of real old Danelectros, man. And, you know what I mean? This is not like a sought after model. So who would ever, you know what I mean? No one would ever, you know what I mean? No one would ever be like, hey, man, you faked your knob insert, bruh. That's definitely, you know what I mean, too legit. Hey, this thing was almost, you know what I mean, complete when I got it. That was the only, you know what I mean. I love these Danelectros, that thin little neck thing here, man. Oh, this is a great guitar. And like I'm saying, you know, when I was gigging it and stuff, you know what I mean, a set of knobs like this, you know what I'm saying, it's pretty close, you know what I'm saying. Even the you know what I mean, the ridges. You know what I mean? It was pretty close, and it was better off bringing it to the, you know what I mean, the clubhouse during the band days. You know what I mean? Gigging it with this, sweating on it and everything, as opposed to like, you know, putting them on now. I'm not really a gigger no more, so this is like a, you know what I mean, potential heirloom after I kick. This is somebody's new AirPod 17s. All right, folks, let's give it a real quick sound test, man. You know what I mean? Real quick, just like, you know, because it's such a great sounding guitar, man. Hey. Folks, for something completely irrelevant to anything that you thought about today or have any interest in, that's Mr. Bobby G, Mr. BG, as it is abbreviated. I'm going to do something. It's probably going to hurt you a little bit more than it's going to hurt me. What's wrong with this cable? It's not the guitar, folks. It's the cable. This guitar has plenty of problems, but not that one. The preacher talked to me and he smiled. Said, come walk with me. Come and walk one more mile. Now for once in your life you're alone. But you ain't got no dime. There's no time for the phone. And I just gotta get a message to you. Hold on, hold on. There you go, man. Pride and joy of Neptune City, the Silvertone 1448. Millions and millions served, folks. This is the guitar that built all the legends.